You turn the ignition key expecting to hear your heavy-duty engine roar to life, but instead the starter just cranks endlessly. The engine refuses to fire up, and maybe it puffs out some bizarre smoke from the tailpipe. When you hook up your scan tool and see a P2289 trouble code, your engine computer is waving a massive red flag. This specific code tells us that the powertrain control module is reading an incredibly high amount of pressure in the high-pressure fuel injection system, while the engine is actually completely shut off. While you might occasionally see this pop up on some direct-injected gasoline engines, this is primarily a major headache for heavy-duty diesel platforms that use high-pressure oil to drive their fuel injectors. These complex systems rely heavily on engine oil pressure to physically actuate the timing and delivery of the diesel fuel, meaning the oil system and the fuel delivery system are closely linked partners in a very delicate mechanical dance. Naturally, if the engine is not running, there should be a massive drop in that internal injection control pressure. When the pressure sensor reports to the computer that the system is still pinned at maximum pressure despite the engine being off, the computer essentially panics and will usually prevent the fuel injectors from firing to avoid catastrophic internal engine damage. Your absolute first diagnostic step here is actually pulling the dipstick and checking the engine oil level. Because the injection system uses engine oil as its hydraulic fluid, low oil levels or severely degraded sludge can cause incredibly erratic system behavior, though a high-pressure reading with the engine off usually points to a pure electrical fault. Grab your digital multimeter and locate the injection control pressure sensor on the engine block. You want to thoroughly inspect the wiring harness leading to it, because heavy diesel engine vibrations are notorious for slowly sawing through plastic wire insulation until a dead short to power occurs. If a wire shorts out to a constant voltage source, it forces the sensor line to send a maxed-out 5-volt signal to the computer, tricking it into thinking the pressure is through the roof. If the wiring loom looks perfect and you have a good solid ground and reference voltage at the connector plug, the pressure sensor itself has likely failed internally and is lying to the main computer. Always check for factory technical service bulletins before replacing expensive sensors, because sometimes a simple software flash is all you need.